wanted a shot to try to get Cerise at the plate, but Lewis stopped the ball in its path. 3 straight 2-out base runners for Quad Cities, including a pair of RBI singles. As here's Youngchan making his Bandits debut. Swings through strike 1. Called up from Single A Columbia just the other day. One of 3 active catchers now on the Bandits roster. The 0-1. Up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Youngchan First name Hyungchan. Last name just UM. 22-year-old from Seoul, South Korea. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. It's 1-2. Acquired by the Royals back in 2022. Signed on July 4th of that year. Spent the last few seasons primarily with the Fireflies down in the Carolina League. 1-2 pitch. Fouled over the screen. We'll do it again. Was putting up some good numbers down in the Carolina League before he was called up. 8 home runs in 66 games for the backstop this season down at Segra Park. The pitch. Just off the plate outside, 2-2. Jesus Asuaje was saying the other night that they're really excited to have on the roster for however long he's here. Not only does he receive the ball really well behind the plate, but he's got some pop in there. Figueroa at second, Torres at first, still 2 outs. The 2-2. Runners take off, pitches high, throw to second is not in time. A double steal with 2 outs for Quad Cities. Omania tried to get the trail runner Torres, but his throw was well late. Quad Cities has stolen 3 bases in the opening frame. Full count for as the Dragons are starting to warm up a right-hander. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him chasing high and away for strike 3. Lewis, just 20 years old, former second-rounder. Walters, a second-rounder himself. The pitch. Wave and a miss. Some second round on another swinging strikeout logged, and he turns his attention to the switch-hitting second baseman Victor Acosta. Between him and Angel. 0-2. Little tapper in front of the plate. It's fair. Picks it up, throws to first, and gets Acosta with plenty of time to spare. Blake Walters continues to cruise along, and the Bandits continue to give him run support. Bottom 4 in Davenport. Bandits up 4-0 on the Dayton Dragons. Series tied up, 1 win apiece. Youngchan back to the plate. First pitch, slow roller to short. Carreras gobbles it up, zings it to first. And who struck out in his first high AB. First triple of the season for Eric, and it's RBI number 28. That pitch was most likely going to end up inside, and Torres turned it into 3 bags. Now here's Youngchan taking a pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Now another triple for the River Bandits. Quad Cities has excelled in that department this year. 32 to not only lead the Midwest League, but the high A level. Look at Nolan Sailors, who is tied for second in minor league baseball in that department. Torres with his first, and then you've got guys like Tyree Kemp, who has 4. Luke Pelzer picked up 7 before he was promoted to Northwest Arkansas. 1-0 pitch. Takes down and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Quad Cities catcher struck out swinging in the first, grounded out in the 4th. Tonight marking his high A debut. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 2-1. He is just the 2nd South Korean to ever suit up for the River Bandits. That goes back all the way to this modern iteration of the franchise, starting in 1960. Here's the pitch. He hits a blast deep to left field. Friend is back. It's off the wall. Torres will score. Is up this second with an RBI double. First River Bandits hit and first River Bandits RBI checked off on one swing. 6-3 Quad Cities in the sixth. Tyreek this evening. First pitch on the ground, poked through the right side, a base hit. Will score. Roque goes first to third, and it's another tally home. Bandits on top of Dayton 8-4, looking to tack on via the bat of Kyungchan who picked up his first River Bandits hit and RBI with a double in the sixth. Left on right, new pitcher on, and fouls off strike one. It's Graham Osman, a lefty, who's taken over for Bryce Archie. Gave up 4 runs in 2 2/3 on 4 hits, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts in his Dragons debut. Still responsible for Torres at first. The pitch is popped up first base side, slicing away and into the seats. It's 0-2. I mentioned that is the second Korean-born player to ever play for Quad Cities. The first was Chan Jung Moon back in 2014. He was an infielder. Played in 68 games for the Bandits when they were still a Houston Astros affiliate. Made it as far as AAA in his minor league career, but never cracked the big leagues. That said, he's been playing, or was playing, as recently as 2021 in the KBO for the Kiwoom Heroes. 0-2 pitch to Checked swing, he went around, strike 3. And that will end the inning. Put the ball in play. Few strikeouts, few walks. 0-2 from Presinal. Wave and a miss. That's the ball game. Quad Cities closes it out. Mimi Presinal straining man at third in the ninth for an 8-4 final. And the Bandits' second win in 3 games this week against the Dayton Dragons.